Thanks for joining us this week. This is a very scientific show today. We are talking...
Oh, my word. So scientific and such good in-depth. Oh, Lindsay just gave me a face. I'm sorry I cut you off. I have got to stop cutting people off.
I didn't give you a face. I literally was just looking at my notes. You're low, you're low on estrogen, so everything's taken with needs to be taken with a grain of salt.
Oh, my gosh. And you are low on sleep because you have a newborn, so... right back at you.
Yeah, we're just, what's it called? Two balls of fire, just
biscuity.
Yeah. Today we are talking about NAD, NMN, resveratrol, and aging. This is a scientific episode, but lots of good stuff in here. And it can be overwhelming and confusing. So we just want to break it down really simply for you and just give you simple facts, and then you can make decisions for yourself. Now, we're going to start off like we have been doing for the last few episodes about healthy swaps. We're doing this to the end of the year. Listen on our past episodes on what our healthy swaps have been and what that is. If you're just tuning in today, if it's your first time listening to us, welcome to the show. My name is Lindsay, and I have Ashley as well on here. And we have been doing small little changes, recommendations every week, super small, which I like small changes. They lead to big results over time. So this week, we wanted to talk about cakes and baked
because
goods.
That is so good for your face. It's so good for aging.
And let's talk about our cookbook. Yeah, exactly. We actually are writing a cookbook. You probably heard that on the episode that I just talked about the cookbook, but we are in the middle of writing the cookbook. But you can't get away from celebrations. You're celebrating. We actually have one coming up that we just literally got a text.
Oh, yeah, that we were talking about today. Our cousin Carly, she's having a birthday.
So we're planning ahead on what we're going to provide a cake. So we don't just have any cake. We make sure that they don't contain any dyes. So if you want to bake your own cake or have one made, you can find stores. We have one called Earth Fare here, or we have Whole Foods, or you can also, of course, again, make them yourself, but they are colored with red 40, blue, and the blues and the yellows. Now, why should you care about dyes? Just a few details about the most popular ones that are banned in other countries because of the horrible, the health risk. So, which I can't believe, I still am just in denial that it's available here in Europe and other countries like that. They're just not.
Here's my take on it. I think that, I love living in the United States. I think it's awesome. However, I do believe that our country is run by pharmaceutical drugs. So I believe that they put in all these chemicals and dyes and market them as to being fun so that we will ingest them. Then we will get sick. Not to kill us, just to get us sick and have chronic diseases. Then we'll have to go to our doctor and then get a pill.
Yeah, it's a $1 trillion company. Market here, industry, whatever. Of course. Now, why don't they do that in Europe? Why? I don't know. I don't understand.
I don't know what their politics and stuff are over there, but I just know that that's what I believe over here.
I do feel, because I see it, I do sense a change, though. I think people are waking up. Don't you feel it? You sense it?
Oh, I do. Let's just put it this way. In Walmart, oh my gosh, I'm starting to see brands that I like in Walmart in organic sections. It's amazing. I'm so excited.
We've even had in our cookbook a ton of brands that you can have to add ingredients into your food, which I never would have said Walmart before because it was just not quality. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So in fact,
they're making changes. It's awesome.
They are making big changes. In fact, some of the brands we're about to go into are at Walmart. So just real quick, Red 3 and Red 40, those are linked to thyroid tumors in rats. Yellow 5 and Yellow 6 have dozens of animal studies showing an increased risk in kidneys and intestinal tumors. Just remember that I think this way. We all have cancer inside us. It's just a matter if you're activating your cancer cells or not. That's the way I see it. So before I eat something, I just kind of have that thought is this activating anything or can I keep it? You know what I'm saying? I just have that thought. We have in our shop, if you go to lindseyholder.com, that's LINDSEYHOLD. How do you spell my name? HOLDER. I promise I haven't had red40.com. I just had no sleep. Anyway, lindseyholder.com, go to the shop section, and there is a tab on their shelf called Healthy Swaps, and we have everything there. So what we've added this week is Suncor Foods brand.
I want to talk about that because I love Suncor food brands, and I did put the link in our show notes. Y'all, it has so many beautiful colors. It has beautiful pinks, blues, and purples, and they are things from butterfly pea and dragon fruit. And if you can,
like the names of it, is that what you mean?
Oh my gosh. And no, it comes from butterfly peas and dragon fruit. Like that's where it comes from. And so it's got so many beautiful things that you can make it. You can definitely use it for cakes and cupcakes and breads, but you can also do it for teas and smoothies and noodles. Like if you just wanted to, do something fun. Like I have a little girl and I may make like a unicorn spaghetti.
Oh, what?
I mean, it's just fun, but it's coming from dragon fruit.
Unicorn spaghetti. So it's a pink spaghetti?
Yeah.
That's really cool. Does she like it?
I'm going to try it out with her.
Oh, okay. Well, the other brand is Supernatural Brands. They have a frosting that's, if you're like a busy baker, it's pre-made and it's made with plant-based colors. They also have plant-based.
I've never heard of this one before.
Yeah, they have plant-based food colors if you prefer to make your own frosting, but you want to add color to it. Now, their colors come from concentrated veggie and spices like pomegranate vegetable juice. Yellow and orange colors are from beta carotene, and magic blackberry is from vegetable juice. They are also made with no corn, gluten, or soy. And let me tell you, the names of their frosting they're just pretty. They're just beautiful. Listen to these names. It makes you want to just get. I'm such a marketing junkie, so I wanted to order these right away. Big Sky Blue Buttercream, Forest Green Buttercream, Punch Red Buttercream, and Sunshine Yellow Buttercream. Do you like that? I mean, I like those names. Do you like this?
I want a Big Sky Blue Buttercream. That's pretty.
I just want to open up that container right now and have a big spoonful of delicious plant-based frosting.
That's neat that it's so we've got two things. We've got one where it's like a powder form. The one I was talking about is a powder form and you add it to stuff. And this is a pre-made one, like in a jar or whatever, and you scoop it out.
You can get both. You can either get pre-made or you can add the color, the plant-based, to your own frosting recipe. So you have the option, because some people like to make like our mom loves to make her own frosting. So it really just depends on what you want to do. Now they get their colors. It's actually made in the U.S. So wow, starting to get somewhere.
Nice.
And another huge plus, which was very hard to find, is they make sprinkles. So your cakes, cookies, desserts, and we have such a hard time for our family at Christmas. So at the gingerbread house this year is going to be so much fun, and it will guilt-free because we can get sprinkles, and they have a holiday special edition of the sprinkles for Christmas. So they, and listen to this, they even have rainbow white chocolate chips and sparkle syrup.
Shut up with the sparkle syrup. Oh my gosh, that is cool.
Penelope, my niece, and Reeves, my nephew, they're going to love that. So this is,
I have never heard of this before. Good find, Lindsey. Or you're going to need to put that in our show notes.
It's in the Healthy Swap section.
Oh, you already did it. Nice.
I don't do the show notes. That's your job, but it's not.
I know. I'm like, you put it in the show notes. Dadgummit.
It was a pause.
I know. That was a pause.
I'm like, I got enough on my plate. Don't you give me your,
I don't want to put it in the show notes. But I will for all of you listening.
Let me tell you, there's a lot of work that goes in the podcast. So much work.
So much work. So, Lindsey and I try to dump each other's duties on each other. I'm like, that's so you. I totally did it.
You put it in the show notes. No, I found the link.
I know. I'm like, oh my God. No, I did it slyly. You put it in the show notes.
Created it. Put it in the Healthy Swaps link. Yeah. No. I have a newborn. You do it. Today we want to first talk about, let's break this down. So we're talking about NAD, NMN, and resveratrol. And the first one we're going to call talk about is NAD. So what is NAD? So you've probably heard about these items and not really clear what they are. So they're very fascinating, especially in terms of anti-aging. So NAD, what is it? So it is a coenzyme that occurs naturally in our body. We need enzymes and coenzymes to bring about a biochemical reaction. I'll tell you, I even take an enzyme before I eat a lot of my foods because I need help breaking down everything. So it's a digestive enzyme. So we actually need enzymes a lot. So what specifically can NAD help us with? So with the regards to the aging process, slow down the aging process by helping our metabolism, our sleep cycles, increasing energy, reducing cancer risk, and helping cellular functions. The cellular functions part including DNA repair, cellular senescence, which prevents cells from multiplying at an out of control rate, and immune cell function. You've probably heard me say the word senescence in regards to the skincare that we use in OneSkin, because that's what they do is they use it in that topical form with that senescence. So they're getting to the cells in that way.
Can I just say one thing that I am super excited about that I discovered on my own with my body with OneSkin? So I took a break from derma rolling because I was lazy. Okay. And there's a podcast coming out where Lindsey, or you've probably already listened to it, about Lindsey talking about how to organize and do your skincare treatments. Anyways, I've since started doing that. But my whole point is I was nervous to start derma rolling again because, I was like, oh God, this is going to hurt because I hadn't done it in a while. Y'all, it didn't hurt. I couldn't believe it because my skin has thickened. Is that not amazing? Is that not cool? I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to hurt so bad, especially when afterwards you slap on your serums and it gives that little tingle. Nothing.
Really?
I was really I was like, oh my word, my skin has thickened up. So excited about that. Mm-hmm.
Now, do you think it's from the OneSkin or the cold laser?
Ooh, I don't know because I use both and I don't know, but
Ashley uses the OneSkin supplement and the Lima laser. Lima laser.
Is it Lima laser? You always call it Lima. Lima laser. Yeah. I don't know which one it's doing, but huge, like it used to really hurt and my skin was so thin. So it has thickened. Anyways.
That is awesome to hear that is the thickness is occurring from what you're actually doing.
So we literally are reversing our age on our skin.
That's incredible. You really want to hear that because you're like, is it thickening? How do I really know?
Because we both know the OneSkin is expensive. The Lima laser is expensive, but it works. So exciting.
And that's the whole goal. And it's hard to measure. So by you saying that, it's a good way to measure like, oh, I've realized that this isn't so great. Well, you know that we're going to produce less NAD as we age. I feel like every show we say that. Today we're talking about estrogen. By the way, you lose all your estrogen. By the way, you lose all your collagen. Lessons. Welcome to aging. So here are your 50,000 things you have to do.
Right. You have to do a lot of things to keep it up because you know what? We are fighting against nature.
I need to write a book and it's going to have to say, this is what you have to do. And it just tells you exactly what you have to do. Because I feel like it is so confusing if you don't do this for a living, it would be so confusing.
It is. And I do want to say, if you see a woman in 40 plus and she looks good, she's working for it big time.
She is working for it. She's doing she's doing internal.
So don't be jealous. Here's my thing. Don't be jealous. You can be like that too. You can do it too.
Ask her, what you doing? What's your secret?
Let me tell you something. There's this lady in my yoga class. She's just started to come. I saw her again today, second time. She's in my age category. She looks dang good. I don't know her yet, but I can't wait to say, what are you doing?
You got to ease into that relationship slowly. Can't scare her. Can't scare her off.
I got to ease into it because I really want to be like this. Your jowls look so fantastic. Have you had a facelift? What are you using a beauty tool? What is it? But I have to. So today I said, hey, good morning. See, stepping into it. Mm-hmm.
One thing that you know about her is she's going to yoga.
She's going to yoga. That's right. She's very fit.
She's taking care of her body. It's internal and external. It is a combination.
But I know she's doing something because she looks really good.
Yes. Well, the loss of NAD, I hate to tell you, but
I'll let y'all know. I'll let y'all know what it is when I find out.
Yeah. And hopefully, and then she'll listen to our podcast. She'll be like, I knew it.
I don't know if I'd want her to listen to our podcast because I don't want, maybe I don't want her to know. I was like, hey.
I got you. I want to know. Okay. Anyway, the NAD as we age, unfortunately, it's related to, as we decline in it, related to cognitive decline, cancer, sarcopenia, which is a loss of skeletal mass and strength, which that's scary. How do we get some? How do we get the NAD? Well, we're going to go into some simple, scientific, geeky facts, which we love first, so you can understand how the body will be able to absorb the NAD, and then we'll tell you where you can get it.
And when we say simple, we're not talking about the pronunciation because you're about to hear some crazy pronunciation.
Botched up words.
Botched up.
Say it real Southern.
Oh my gosh. All right. Nicotinamide mononucleotide. That's NMN. Okay. That's what the abbreviation is. That's a substance made by our bodies that are converted to the NAD, and that is nicotine adenine and D-nucleotide. All right. So I gave you the full words, but from here on out, I'm going to say NMN and NAD. So just to repeat, NMN is a substance made by our bodies that's then converted into NAD. And so NAD is required by all of our cells to provide energy, and it regulates the critical survival functions. But here's the thing. NAD cannot be readily absorbed into the body, but it must be manufactured. It's got to come from the NMN. Okay? Isn't that complicated? So you can't just get NAD. Your body's got to get it from the NMN. Okay? But you need the NAD. Basically, NMN converts to NAD, but you got to get the NMN to get the NAD. You're welcome. Super simple.
Got it. You got to get the NMN to get the NAD.
MN to get the NAD. Thank you. Right? All right. So the topic is, can the NMN be the miracle cure to aging? Because it's that powerful. All right. Since it is a derivative of vitamin B3, it's going to produce some health benefits. And one of the things that, of course, you and I are really interested in is the prevention of premature skin aging. And the reason why is because the NMN, that's responsible for energy production and metabolism, cell growth, regulation of inflammation, and response to oxidative stress, DNA repair, and gene expression.
So everything, my gosh, it's huge.
Yeah. Yes. It's sums up aging in a nutshell, right? So here's the thing. This is what I wanted to know. All right. Well, how can I increase my NMN? Two things: exercising and fasting. Those are shown to help increase the production. I want to repeat that. Exercise and fasting, because your body converts NMN to NAD. And I am literally studying more fasting stuff right now. I'm so excited to talk to you about that. I'm also excited to talk to you about how something I found out, this is going to help so many women out there. They're going through perimenopause and menopause, about fasting and estrogen and what goes on. But I have to say, I wanted to talk about it today, but Lindsey said no. She said, it's too much, Ashley. So I'm going to save it for another podcast.
It is too much. It's just, you just gonna have to hold your horses on that one, because you don't want, this is a lot. Let's just slow it down. You know what I'm saying? And we both attended the fasting seminar. It was actually presented by OneSkin, which is a supplement we use for our skin. And if you want to know more about OneSkin, by the way, just go to lindseyholder.com, and we have a whole OneSkin page. There's before and after pictures. I just feel like that explains it a lot more. If I'm going to use skincare, it's got to do what it says it's going to do. And that one's a really good one. So anyway, they had a seminar And so we reached out to the brand that they had on the seminar to learn more about it. So I feel like this is our time. We're going to soak up the information. We're going to research it, and then we'll circle back around when we're ready to discuss all of that. Now, with NAD, you can get NAD in supplement form and through supplemental IVs. If you do get a supplement form, look for a liposomal one because your body absorbs it better. And we'll put the one that we recommend in the show notes. We follow Dr. David Sinclair a lot. I love him and his, he's so good. And I'll talk about that in more in just a minute, but we've got his stuff in there too. I have found from some of the supplements that I take on liposomal form, boy, what a difference it makes. I mean, it just hits me so fast to my bloodstream. I don't know about you, Ashley. Do you have any supplements that are liposomal?
Yeah, the magnesium liposomal one. That one, I literally had the worst restless leg syndrome. And ever since I take the liposomal magnesium, wow, what a difference. I mean, hot dog.
It's no other magnesium has, we're talking about the one we use from Symbiotica. No other one has really made, this one, it just does it. If you don't want to use supplements, you can do what Ashley said, which is fast, exercise, use sunscreen to limit your UV exposure, and eat more foods that contain NMN, which is cabbage, cucumbers, broccoli, and avocados. I hate to say this about myself, but I'm like, where's the supplement? Because I feel like
I knew when you said cabbage, cucumber, broccoli, and avocados, I'm like this. You don't like that stuff. You don't like cabbage and broccoli.
I like avocados.
You like avocado and cucumber.
Cucumbers. I do like cucumbers, but they have to be chopped up super tiny in a salad. Anyway, I'll eat all of this stuff, and the broccoli may have to have some cheese on it. I'm just saying, but we'll leave it at that. The reason,
you know what I did the other day? I broke my fast and I had some steamed vegetables, and you would barf at this, but it tasted so good. It was steamed.
You had what vegetables?
I had some steamed vegetables. It was steamed broccoli and cabbage, and then I topped it with some soy sauce. Oh my God, or coconut aminos. That's what I did. I said coconut aminos. I first said soy sauce, then I quickly switched to coconut aminos, and it was delicious.
Y'all, can y'all tell that Ashley's low on estrogen? Send me a private DM and let me know. Go, we hear you. We feel you. We sorry you have to work with her all the time. We're sisters. We can say this, but I'm just saying, y'all, it's rough, this premenopausal through with your business partner. And then you got to see her at the birthday party right after. And then it's the whole thing.
Oh, Lindsey and I get in fights every day so much that our kids, we get in a fight every day. My kids just ignore us now. They're like, oh, mommy, did you just...
So you're welcome for us keeping it together.
If I'm ever in a bad mood, they're like, did you just get off the phone with Aunt Lindsey?
So let's talk about the reason why I wanted to say that I like to take supplements, because even though, yes, you can do all that other stuff, which I do, I feel like with the supplement, I know that I'm getting my recommended dose that day. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if I didn't have my cup of broccoli that day, I know that I have that in the supplement.
You know, everybody's different. That's fair. Because I like to take certain things as a supplement, and other things I like to get from exercise, fasting, or food. So isn't that interesting? We're all just different.
Well, I like to do that too. My question is, or my statement is, I just want to make sure I'm getting the right amount, and I feel like it's measured out more with the supplement. Like, how do I know how much exercise to do? How many times a week? What if I didn't work out that week? How much cabbage? How much broccoli? Do you know what I'm saying? Now, if you wanted to have, we're talking about supplements, there's another one, an anti-aging supplement. We've heard a lot about this, resveratrol. Resveratrol acts like an antioxidant, and you can get through grapes, dark chocolates, blueberries. Well, see, now we're talking. Now I don't need a supplement for that. I'll have some dark chocolate and blueberries and grapes, all the sweet stuff. Here we go. Also wine. But Ashley and I, we really don't drink that much. It's very rare that we do, just because it's bad for your skin and it dries it out. But also I have an enzyme that won't break it. So I'm a sloppy mess. But if I do, I just don't feel good at all. But in fact, you get way more resveratrol through the skin of the grapes than in wine. Plants like the berries and grapes, those produce resveratrol to defend themselves against bacteria and other toxins. I feel like that's really cool. So again, we follow Dr. David Sinclair a lot for his incredible work. I have his book called Lifespan. It's so rich that it takes you a while to digest what he's even trying to say in Lifespan. I need Lifespan, the Cliff's version, because he's a scientist.
Isn't that amazing? Like how everybody's brains are different. Like his brain is so big and stuff. And right now I am literally doing.
Yeah, Ashley, his brain is so big and stuff.
Stop it. Oh my God. And right now I am working on my brain. So I am doing Grimm's fairy tales puzzles. Like, you know how you're supposed to do daily brain teasers and stuff?
You're doing that with your child, or are you just doing that in general for yourself?
I'm doing it for myself. So I'm doing the Sleeping Beauty one, and I'm trying to find, the words like a thorn and briar rose. And I'll tell you something, I got to start out slow and low and it's making me feel good. And then I will move on to the harder ones. Isn't that hilarious?
Now that you've told me that, I think we should have a game involving cash. That's like, what's that game when you learn the word, that you do the words? Not hangman, but you find the words.
Bananagrams? Scrabble?
Scrabble. Yeah. We call it we like to play bananagrams. Yeah. I got some cash I'd like to put on the table. If you're using words like thorn, I'm ready to go toe to toe with you.
You're ready to capitalize on me, huh?
Yeah, I will. Okay. Well, anyway, the two supplements that he takes related to this just like this topic, he takes other ones, but they are the NMN capsules and the trans resveratrol capsules by Pro Health. I have not tried these, just to let you know, but I would like to try these and to start incorporating them into my routine and report back and see. I'm just curious. Am I going to feel a difference? I don't know. I like to, just see what's going on with that. Now I noticed on YouTube, he has updated his basic supplemental protocol for 2023. I know I haven't watched it yet, but it's titled, if you type it into YouTube, it's called Basic Supplemental Protocol 2023 Update, Dr. David Sinclair.
I'm going to watch that. Basic Supplemental Protocol 2023. Okay.
I have it bookmarked to watch later.
Do you remember how long it was? Like, was it an hour? Was it 20 minutes?
I did not look at that. It's knowing him is probably it's probably like a talk. It looked like it was a talk, so it's probably like an hour, but I don't know.
All right. So because resveratrol is a powerful antioxidant, it can also help fight against oxidative stress. And that, you're like, well, what's that for? Well, that's one of the big contributors to Alzheimer's. And then here's the thing, though. If you are going through perimenopause or having some other issues where it's like too much estrogen, then the resveratrol may help reduce the estrogen. Not for me, because mine's super low. But, if you have that issue.
Well, you're working on that.
I am working on it. Oh my God, that sounded so biscuity. I am working on it.
That's what I'm saying, y'all. You see what I'm saying?
No, I just got here's the deal. Okay. I just got mine tested a couple months ago, and I did that whole podcast on hormone replacement therapy. Well, here's the thing that I want to let you know, if you're going through this along with me, is that the sucky part of perimenopause is that your hormones are constantly fluctuating. Okay. And all of a sudden there was this big switch in my body. I'm having like so many hot flashes. I haven't had a cycle. I had like my skin was wrinkly in places that it had never been wrinkly before. When I was doing downward dog and yoga, I'm like, why am I seeing 10 wrinkles on my ankles? I don't understand. And all of a sudden I was like this, you know what? I know it's only been 3 months, but I just called the doctor up myself and I just said, hey, I want to get some lab work done, because that's what I'm doing. I got my lab works done. Oh my gosh. My estrogen that used to be super high, like I was pregnant, dropped to below 5, almost 0, you guys. So my whole point is,
what number is it supposed to be at?
It is not supposed to be 0. I can tell you that. I don't have the average number for you, but it was 0. Like basically, estrogen is the main hormone your body produces as a woman. You need it. Okay. And it was at 0. So now then I called my doctor. I was like, please get me on the estradiol patch, please. I don't like birth control pills because if you do birth control pills, it's going to stop your production of progesterone. Okay. Just a real quick tip. So I wanted the patch, and the thing about it is that it's going to take me a couple of weeks to start getting it back up. And I'm really excited to see my skin change back with the collagen and the elasticity. So that's exciting. Yes.
That's awesome.
Go ahead.
Now, I bet this would help with you too, Ashley. Like take this with your estradiol, the supplements here.
Yeah. That's why I'm all about supplements, eating correctly, and exercising and reducing stress. I'm not there on the reducing stress part. I'll be honest.
Well, your kid's about to go to school, so that'll help.
Yes. God bless. It's going to help so much. I love them. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
But you need a break.
But I love them so much, but I need them to go back to school. Anyways, resveratrol has been shown to increase endurance and also help resist fatigue, which is fantastic.
Now you can take, if you want to take it, these benefits, like you'll reap the health benefits if you take it in a pill form too. If you want to see the results in your skin, you can also use it in a gel, serum, or moisturizer form. It really works well with a vitamin C serum. You can try like the Ordinary if you want to test it out on your skin. It's inexpensive. We also have other vitamin C's that I like. I've said it many times that I really like vitamin C's that have the test results, and they are more expensive. So I prefer those. So,
no, the one linked in our show notes is not the Ordinary vitamin C. It's the Ordinary resveratrol. The vitamin C, I know we are big fans of the quality vitamin C's that we recommend. Absolutely.
So if you're interested in the health benefits, then take it in a pill form. If you want to see the results in your skin, then you can use it in a gel, serum, or moisturizer form. And it works really well with the vitamin C serum. So the Ordinary has a resveratrol serum if you want to try that one and test it out on your skin. And it's inexpensive. And I think it's like $10. And the link is in our show notes if interested. So you can take both the one for your skin and also the internal supplements for your body for that. Woo, we got through it. That was a long one. We talked about NAD, NMN, and resveratrol, but I feel like that's a good explanation of like what in the world is it? Because we've all heard about it. What should we do? How can we take it naturally, or how can we take it in supplemental form? And also a place, Dr. David Sinclair, if you want to learn more about it, because he is a huge resveratrol advocate. He talks about it extensively, and he does a ton of testing with it too in his lab. So I think he's a good resource as well. So that's it.
And if you look at him, you will see his baby face. I mean,
oh my gosh,
he's in his 50s, and
he's in his 50s. Yeah, he looks great. Yeah, he looks super. So you're like,
you can tell he's dedicated his life to anti-aging.
100%. You sure can.
And that's the kind of person.
Yeah. And he also does a lot of fasting. And so we are going to have, we don't know when, but we'll look into that brand that we were just introduced to. And we should talk a little bit more about the fasting and the results that you found, Ashley, out. I'm excited to hear about that.
Oh, I'm excited to share. I really am. And you're right. It's not the time right now because we already did a full podcast and people don't want to hear hey, welcome to our 2 to 3 hour podcast.
People are like, all right, I've driven to my location now. That was just enough.
Yeah. Bye, Ashley.
Yeah. See you later, Ashley. I'll see you next Tuesday. Now, if you want to talk to us more, that's fine. Join our skincare membership. Go to lindseyholder.com. It literally takes less than 10 seconds. And you can also talk to us. You can send us a DM in there, which is like the message center. So that is us. You are talking to real people. I'm a master esthetician, and Ashley does all of our research. Ashley is a master educator, and she has her master's plus 40 when she taught. So you have both of our experience all in one. We are so excited to be soon having a podcast to tell you about our new app that's coming out as well, where you can literally have us in your pocket. You can pull it out, and then you can watch our skincare videos and our product review videos with a click of a button. That's coming out soon. So go ahead and join the membership so you'll be one of the first to learn about it. lindseyholder.com. Everything is right there. It'll ask you to join. Thank you so much for listening. Remember, Stay tuned for next Tuesday because we will have a new healthy swap and they're really good finds. Oh, I can't wait to hear what it is because I don't even know yet. We will let you know next Tuesday. So that's it for now. Until next time.